Greetings and welcome to Builder Buds. My name is Ronnie and this is a little segment on my channel that I like to call My Week in Lego. It's where I look back on my week and I recount all of the things that I've done surrounding the 3 Bs, which are what I built, what I bought, and what the bucks are that I brought in on my brickling store.
Now enjoy the show.
Oh yeah, I think he nailed it. And I thought it might be a fun little change of pace just to kind of shoot the video in a little different place, especially since most of what we discuss revolves around stuff that you're seeing behind me, things in my brickling store. So normally I shoot this video on Sunday. However, I am going to a concert tomorrow. First one I've been to in probably 3 years, I think. My favorite band, Hot Mulligan, is playing in Lawrence, Kansas. I have VIP tickets and I couldn't be more excited to be able to go up there and do that tomorrow. So it is Saturday at the time that I'm filming this. So normally I look at a 7-day period. However, because I'm not going to be able to film it tomorrow, filming it today, a day early. So this is going to recount everything from November 7th through the 13th. So this week I bought quite a few things, and they are from 3 different themes. Of course, we're hitting the Harry Potter because there were still promotions going on the Lego website, but we also did a little dabbling in 2 other themes as well. All right, so first of all, we've got this little adorable Lego Mario set. It is the bee costume. Oh my gosh. Mr. Beckett, my 5-year-old son who loves all things Lego Mario, spotted this yesterday, and we had already built 3 sets over the weekend, so I was like, I think I'm going to cut you off, and we'll make sure that you get this next weekend, buddy. But I think that we're definitely going to collect all the suits. I want to say that we've got maybe 60 to 70% of them at this point, including the new ones, and this is one of the new ones that just came out not too long ago. And in other non-Harry Potter buying news, we picked up the Pig House, finally, from Lego Minecraft. I have had my eye on this one ever since I saw it. I thought it was a glorious set. It just makes me smile. I think that this is one that we're going to build together, me and Beckett. He has gotten into building Lego Minecraft. That's what he asked to build this past weekend, 2 or 3 different times. So I would imagine that we will be building this and that he is going to just absolutely take it all apart and do all kinds of neat custom things with it because that's what he does. So more power to him. I would love to build this and just have a little, Minecraft pig sitting up on my shelf, but for the good of my son, for the joy of the hobby and us sharing it together, and for, him doing what he loves to do. He loves to customize builds after we build them, take them apart, build them into something new. So it's going to be fun either way. So I didn't mention before, but those 2 previous items, the Minecraft set and the Lego Mario suit, came from Target. They were running a spend $50, get a $10 gift card. So I also was able to procure a couple of these Harry Potter Polybags. These were supposed to only, I think, be available in store during that promotional period that they were doing the Gryffindor dorms. However, these popped up on Target for $5 a piece. So I was like, yep, I need some of that action. I don't have that. I'm sure that that's a figure that I've already got. But it does contain a collectible wizard card, so that might be a good way for me to get my hands on a couple more of those. And an owl. I love Polybags. The price was right. And of course I got to buy 2. Well, I think last week maybe, I did 2 orders where I was able to procure a Gryffindor dorm, and I talked about how I sold one for $37, and I kind of left you on a cliffhanger, like, should I do it again? Should I buy another one? Well, oops, I did it again. I bought another $100 worth of Harry Potter Legos in order to get another Gryffindor dorm. And on top of that, I did it another time. So I'm going to have 4 of those in total. I've already sold 1. I've got 3. I've got another order on the way. I've got this one that's here. I've got one that I intend to build. I can't resist whenever there's a promo that's that good and honey gold every time. My gosh. So the other thing that I bought Harry Potter wise from the Lego shop did not yet have Wizard's Chess, so I had to pick that one up. Love it. Looks pretty glorious. Can't wait to build it. And then the last Harry Potter set that I needed from the most current wave was the Fluffy Encounter. So we're going to have all of the gold minifigures. We're going to have all of the Harry Potter sets, all of the modern ones anyway, as soon as I get these all together and built. So I'm stoked about that. And I've got shelf space to store them. I'm even more stoked about that. Hooray! And that is everything that I bought this week. Good week of buying. That's good because Here in a little bit, I'm going to talk about what I sold, and ooh, baby, baby, baby. It was a good week of selling. But don't let me get ahead of myself. I need to talk about what I built. I've got some footage to share with you, and you're going to look at that right now. The builder buds are back, and we're going to build. What are we building?
A Minecraft set.
This glorious little thing, it's the Pillager Outpost. 303 pieces. Mr. Beckett's not feeling the best. He's a little bit snotty, I would say. Do you have the Rona?
Yeah.
You're supposed to say no.
No. Today we're going to build a bee farm.
Woohoo! And it's a Lego
Minecraft set.
Minecraft set, that's right. Solid week of building. So if you want to see the long version of me and my son building those sets together, I'll have a standalone video that's going to come out on Tuesday. So tune back into Builder Buds if you want to check that out. Last but not least, the bucks. Let's talk about what kind of money we brought in on the old Bricklink store. Let me just say, it was one for the record books. Let's take a look. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, our numbers for the week. Woo, it was a good week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orders. Nothing crazy right there, but you might notice a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-digit order right there. My biggest order I've ever had on Bricklink, ever. It was 2 Christmas sets, one of which was this year's Christmas Village, the Santa's Visit or something like that. The light blue one, sold that for $200. And then the other one was the little winter train station that was maybe 2 or 3 years old. Sold that one for $200. And then the rest of that order was just parts. It was like 232 lots. 7,161 pieces. Took me 2.5 hours to pull, package, and ship all of that stuff. And I do have some footage that I would like to share with you of that experience right now. Oh my gosh. It's Tuesday morning, and I woke up to the largest Bricklink order I have ever had as a seller. Get a load of this. That's a $1,000 order. 14 pounds of Legos. Tons and 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 tons tons and tons and tons and tons of parts and a couple of sets. I don't quite understand the Santa's Visit. I listed it at $200. That's the one that just came out this year. Thinking, maybe somebody will buy it, but why? There's a bunch of them that are available for much cheaper. 7,161 items, 232 lots. I'll definitely take the money, but I'm just kind of like, is he really going to pay for it? So I'm kind of thinking before I pull the order, I'm going to invoice him and make sure that he's good for it. He's got good feedback, but that's pretty crazy. I lowered the price on a bunch of stuff yesterday. Everything that was in my store that is older than 365 days or more, I discounted it to 20% off. And look at that, like on every single one of those parts, he's cleared out the lots. 500 of those. I mean, it would be awesome if he paid for it, but I have my doubts. We'll see. All right, it is Wednesday now, and last night I received a lot of money. The fella paid his invoice, so 232 lots, 7,000 items. We're going to get it packed up. We've got the 2 sets already ready to go in the Lego box, the big giant Lego box. That still blows my mind that I sold that for $200, but hey, I'm not going to complain. So I don't know how long this is going to take. I want to try and keep track of my time to see how long it takes. I think it's going to take a while, like a good chunk of the day, probably. Thought I would take a video of my sheet where I keep track of my open drawers before and we'll see what it looks like after I get done. I bet it's going to be much fuller. All right, we have been packing for about an hour and 20 minutes, and we've reached the point that I like to refer to as the turn. So I've got this side of the store, and then around the bend is the other side of the store. So I just got done packing that one, 907. So that's the last one on this side. I think that's a good stopping point for now because I need to do some regular day job stuff. But let me just show you what I've gotten packed so far. Here we go. We got 9 bags. I've labeled all of them. I fill up one of those green cups, and as soon as that's full, then I put it in a bag. If you had parts like that were pretty bulky, then I just kind of bagged those all together. They were small, and he had a pretty good sized quantity of them. Those got bagged together. I bagged my tiles separately from everything else, just to kind of keep it from getting scratched. So I think we're probably about halfway there. Hour and 20 minutes in. Yikes. All right, about 2.5 hours in total in getting this order packaged together, but we got it. So I bagged all of this tiles together. Buyer's name is Lance, so thank you, Lance, for this gigantic order. Once again, we're looking at 7,161 items and 230 lots. And this is how many lots I now have open in my store. So suffice it to say, this was an epic order. Maybe a little bit sad to see that one go. It's been retired for a couple years. You can't find it anymore without paying over retail. But I think I'd rather have $200. I do like that bus though. That's kind of cool. $200 for that though. This one's a no-brainer because this one just came out this year, so I can still pick up one of those for me. But I'm gonna get all these parts packaged, and then I'll let you see what it looks like after I get that done. All right, we got it all expertly packed in there. I must say, I think that it was pretty darn good on my part. This is an LG 6 size box. I did have a 7, and I was like, that's going to be way too big. And 6s are the ones that I have the most of. So I went with the 6. And yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's a bit hard to see there on that one. There we go. And then the 4 bags of tiles are right there. The 2 sets are on the bottom. I think that's an expertly packed box. Bricklink estimated it at 15 pounds. We'll see where it winds up on the scale here in just a second. On the scale, LG 6, just like I told you. We got a, can you see it on the camera? There we go. I estimated 17 pounds, so I did real good. Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much to Lance for that amazing order. That made a really fantastic week for me. Total of 251 lots sold, 7,295 parts. That's probably the most parts I've ever sold in a week. And then $1,081.89 into the bank account, so I can buy more Harry Potter Legos whenever they come out, right? Right? Or Christmas presents, whatever. So yeah, really, really good my week in Lego as far as building, buying, bucks. No complaints here. Yes. That was a fantastic week of selling, due really entirely to one order. So thank you to Lance. Greatly appreciate you taking the time, the effort, the money to go out there and to purchase such a large order from my store. Very, very, very much appreciated. Couldn't have been more timely, especially with the Christmas season. That January clearance is going to be creeping up before we know it. And I've got money in my PayPal account again, and that feels good. So thank you again, Lance, and thank you to everybody else that bought from me this week. If you're interested in purchasing anything from my store, the link to my store is in the description of this video. Send me a message if you want a discount. I would be more than happy to give you a coupon code. One more thing before we wrap it up. It's not a B per se. I guess you could say that I kind of built it, but I did some improvements. So let me get you up off the tripod, and we're going to go on a little field trip right over here. So last weekend, for the first time, I went live and I built a Lego set on a live stream, and I did that right over there on that table, and the footage was, to be frank, hot garbage. It did not look good. So the first step that I wanted to do to rectify that was to get a proper desk, and this is kind of twofold. I really want to be able to sit at a desk next to my son and build with him. And with the desk that we were using, it just wasn't wide enough, especially with those bars up underneath there. That just didn't work out the best. So purchased a new desk, really like it. It's got little cubbies over here so we can throw cords and things like that. It's got a little headphones holder over there. It's not the most beautiful setup. Like, this is definitely not Brickatech's basement by any means, but I think it's functional. So we've got the nice wide desk. We've got the microphone that's all hooked up, ready to go. We've got the speakers in there. I've got a place where I can have the camera that you're seeing this. I can have a little mount right there so I can use that for either my face cam or the build cam. Still kind of toying around with what to do with this, whether I want to use it or not. And then I've got a green screen behind me. It's a pull down green screen. So we just pull it down and we're kind of just, ready to go. Ready to flip that live switch, turn it on, and make the magic happen. Obviously a work in progress. Not the most beautiful thing with the half-painted walls. I painted as far as I could reach before because I used to have a taller desk like behind there that you couldn't see, but little by little, it's baby steps, and I don't want to sugarcoat it. I don't have the nicest setup in the world, but I don't think that you have to have the nicest setup in the world to make content and to do something that makes you happy. And making these videos and selling Lego and building Lego with my son, certainly all kinds of things that make me very happy in life. All right, folks, that's going to wrap up My Week in Lego, episode 18. We were almost to 20 episodes. That's pretty exciting. So, NFL-wise, I'm not going to get to watch the game tomorrow because I'm going to be at that concert. So go Chiefs. Let's beat those Raiders. That'll make it 3 wins in a row. First time we would have done that this season. Panthers, Packers. I want to say you guys are playing each other. Let me look that up real quick. All right, so I just looked it up. I was wrong. The Panthers are playing the Cardinals in Arizona. That's going to be a tough one. Good luck, Richard. That one goes off on Sunday. And then the Packers have the Seahawks. They're only favored by 3.5 points, even though the Seahawks are 3-5. So good luck, Scott. Hope your Packers get a win. Hope Aaron Rodgers is able to play and stops acting weird and doing odd stuff like he is prone to do, apparently. But I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in and watching, and I will catch you in the next video, My Week in Lego episode 19, or if you want to come back and check out some of our vlogs this week on Builder Buds, it's going to be a lot of fun. Take care, everybody. Have a great week. Bye. Test footage. Hello. Welcome. My Week in Lego. How we doing? How we doing, huh? Doing all right? Doing good? Can you hear me okay? I'm talking, saying things, I'm saying words, saying stuff. Test footage. Welcome to My Week in Lego, episode something. I don't know what episode it is. And whatnot. And stuff. And things. That might be an issue. With the light, I could do like a light on top kind of thing, maybe.